This is the new, and you're listening to the Literati Records podcast.
Welcome to episode 83 of the Literati Records podcast. I'm your host Marcus, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with us supporting independent music. I sincerely appreciate it, and I know our featured guest today, Denver band The New, appreciate it as well. And we'll hear more from them a little later. But first, lots of announcements and reminders to run through. No word from our $100 monthly cash prize winner, I Burn Slower. If your email address begins I Burn Slower, send us an email from that account to literati@literatirecords.com to claim your prize. Once again, if your email begins I Burn Slower, send us an email from that account to literati@literatirecords.com to claim your prize. If you're not already entered to win for September, get over to our website at www.literatirecords.com and sign up for the mailing list to be eligible each month. We love to hear from you, so hit us up on Facebook and Twitter, or go old school and drop us an email. We dig them all. There's definitely some big shows going on this week, including Riot Fest on Saturday and Sunday. If you don't already have tickets and would like to go to that show, stay tuned and we'll tell you how you could win some. Tomorrow night is a music lover's dream with 4 awesome shows to choose from. The Fortunate Listener series with Audiovore and Meep Records continues, with Echo Beds sharing the bill with Munley and the Lupercalians. That show takes place at Mercury Cafe around 8:30. Over at Walnut Room, you can catch local favorites Orbit Service with the legendary Pink Dots. This promises to be a night of dark psychedelic bliss. That show gets underway around 9 o'clock. It was 43 years ago tomorrow we lost Jimi Hendrix, but his legacy burns as bright as ever, and at Cervantes tomorrow night, a gathering of local artists are meeting up to pay tribute. Well, the night only gets bigger as local rockers The New share the night with indie powerhouse Titus Andronicus at Larimer Lounge. And as I hinted at before, rumor has it they will also be giving away a pair of 2-day tickets to Riot Fest, and I believe you must be present to win, so be sure to get down to the show. I put a link to their Facebook page in our show notes, so you might go over there and look for details on how to win those tickets as well. Okay, that takes care of the housekeeping, so let's bring on our guests. The New have been active in the Denver scene for nearly a decade, and have evolved into one of the tightest, most energetic live acts in the region. With 2 LPs, an EP, and a few singles under their belt, The New's recorded catalog has also garnered critical accolades as well. But for all the hard-earned success and praise that has come their way, the guys have never lost their humility and boys next door appreciation for anyone willing to give their music an honest listen. All of the music on today's show is available on their Bandcamp page. For a complete track listing, visit our website at www.literatirecords.com. Now, spend some time getting to know The New. I'm down here at the High Dive with The New, who will be playing a show tonight later on. Well, let's go around, starting on my left, and get names and instruments.
I'm Tim Reinders. I play the bass guitar.
Jacob Hansen, singing, guitaring.
I'm Ty, guitar. My name's Andy Thomas. I play drums.
Well, for those who might not be fully familiar with the band, can you give us a brief history of how the band formed?
Formed a long time ago in 04. Originally, I knew Ty from college, and the other drummer we used to have was also from Boulder. And then we added Tim in 07, Andy in 012.
That's 7 months ago.
Yeah, 7 months ago, and this is us.
Well, if you had to use one word to describe your music, what would it be?
Beltless.
Beltless.
That's hyphenated.
Beltless? That's one word. Like shirtless, pantsless.
Beltless. What beltless?
You don't need a belt.
I don't have a belt. That sounds abusive.
Well, I would use energetic. You guys always put on a very energetic live show, and your music is just, it just kind of pulls you in, man. If you can't move to some new music, I mean, you better check your pulse, man. Seriously.
And your belt's too tight.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's it. Well, your latest release is the What's Hip single, and you put that out through Snappy Little Numbers. How did your association with them come about?
Andy actually connected us with Chuck, and we got along with him real well, and we wanted to put out a 45 this year, and we like everything he's always done. Chuck's been around for a while, and he's always been a positive dude, and we're real happy to be able to work with him and cross paths.
Yeah, Chuck Coffey, right?
Chuck Coffey, yeah.
He's a great guy for sure.
Yeah, I've known him for a really long time, and back even in the Not Bad Records days, that was definitely we played with his bands, and he's always just a real positive. He's a guy that you can trust right off the bat. There wasn't a lot of conversation about money or anything like that. We just knew that he was the guy to work with, and he would do it the right way.
And he gets things done too. So. Now, your last full length that you put out was Man Monster, correct? Mm-hmm. Have you guys been working on another full length at all?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
LP3.
Nice.
We got a handful of songs.
That single and some other ones we have in the bag and writing. So yeah, I would guess spring or summer. Probably be all done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gonna be hitting the road after that?
A little bit in between now and then, just to keep getting out there. But yeah, I would assume that once we get it done, we'll try and get out and put it out there.
Now, I love the header picture that you guys have on your Facebook page. It's obviously taken at Red Rocks. How cool was that gig this summer, playing at Red Rocks? It looks like you're just, loving it, man, in that picture.
It was awesome, yeah.
A lot of folks.
There was a lot of folks, yeah. That it was for that Film on the Rocks, which, a lot of people come out for every one. And it was Wet Hot American Summer, which is a fun, awesome movie, so it's a good crowd, fun crowd. They reacted well. It was. I think a lot of times, opening for bands and you're lucky to get sweet gigs and kind of play it cool and say, oh, that was pretty good. That was one where it was the whole time. I was excited and
Nice.
it was a pleasure.
The coolest thing about it was the staff there. Sometimes when we show up to a bigger venue, they're pretty, not intimidating, but they're just jerks.
They're
really.
unimpressed really quickly.
And these guys were sweethearts the entire time, very helpful. They want to make the experience good for everybody. So that was a real treat.
Nice. That helps a lot. Was that your first time playing Red Rocks?
We played the Monolith Festival back in 2009. We
Okay.
played a stage on top that they built, so it was kind of the inverted view.
Oh yeah, looking down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that was like 1 o'clock on a Sunday, but it was also beautiful.
Sure.
It was
But it
very
was the
cool.
only set of the day that had not lousy weather.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
I was happy.
You guys set it
Last
up
year.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys made sure that
With
rain.
the Lord.
Yeah, they're like, you want the main stage at 9:30 p.m.
We're like, I don't think it's going to be sunny right now.
Yeah.
I can.
You had a sunnier slot.
Tim does weathering as a side job.
Sun.
Like that.
That's what.
That's his weather move. Mr. Burns.
Just rained a little bit over here.
Well, what has been the biggest challenge in getting your music out to a wider audience?
I think when people like already knowing about things before they get it, that it's just easier to kind of be into what is pushed on you. That's why radio does so well. It's kind of repetitive. I think it's tough to convince people to give your album a fair shake, even though they may not have heard it through the right channel or the right referral source. Just to without judgment, go in and be like, let me see if I like this song. So I think it's tough to have people completely go into it open-minded. But that and money, I guess.
Yeah, that's always a challenge there.
Yeah.
Well, the patience isn't there. That I don't want to sound like a curmudgeon, but the patience isn't there to. People don't have it anymore to sit around and listen to a full record. Everything's oversaturated. Every
Sure.
genre you could think of is oversaturated. Not to say that it's not good and bands aren't good, but
Yeah.
people get overwhelmed and you listen to what your blog says or whatever kind of trendsetting magazine. You don't go off of pals' recommendations more. And I'm hoping that at least for local bands or smaller bands that are touring, I think things will go back to that, to word of mouth. Now that blogs are kind of out of control, and it's silly to a point, really, because when a blog writes about whatever band, they want the work already done for them. They're just going to put up whatever kind of PR they already get in the mail. But if you hear it from your buddy, who's an honest music listener, going out on a limb on something,
Yeah,
you
they
can
don't
take that
care.
as a genuine recommendation. And that's exciting. So I think I've been seeing that a little bit more over the years.
Good.
And I hope it moves away from this internet buzz more to seeing bands live or getting something in the mail and talking to about it like in a communal aspect.
A little bit less the tastemaker route of the internet.
because
This
those-
guy said it was good, so I better listen to it.
Those guys are so overwhelmed by all the shit they get in the mail
Sure.
anyway, they're not going to get to everything.
Yep.
And, they don't want to be sitting in front of their computer all day listening to MP3s. So, eventually I think that'll die
And it
out.
makes sense. It's a filtering source. Like, sometimes people can't listen to everything, so you go to, okay, well, this guy gave me someone I liked, so I'll use that instead of listening to millions of records, which I get it, but yeah, you just hope that people put in that effort a little bit more.
Yeah.
That fork in the road at night, they're like, oh, I could stay home, or I'm going to go check this band out, Hopefully more people have that push to just do it. I think people that live here are getting more into saying, I just want to be a part of what's going on. I don't have to absolutely love everything. I like music.
Yep.
It seems like it's a little more. For some reason, summer is the time where you can kind of check in on it. It seems like every summer people are doing it more and more.
And there's been a proliferation, it seems like, of festivals in the last 2 or 3 years. Colorado's really gotten festival heavy, it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah. People are willing to come out and just hang out and watch a lot of bands that they don't know about. Just walk around and check it out, which is cool.
It is cool. And what I hope retains is people still need to be critical about it, though. UMS is going to be huge. Every year it's going to get bigger and bigger. But there has to be a line.
So like music, but not too much.
Like it for the right reason.
Yeah, like it because it's good, not because this person is this person or whatever.
Right.
And that's the same kind of mentality that needs to be put onto these blocks. Just because this guy is a big name of the past doesn't mean that this new album's going to be any good.
Right. Hype before listening is always tough.
So I really hope Denver keeps that in mind. Still be critical.
Yeah.
Well, who are some other local artists that you think our listeners should check out? Could be some
the
personal
Outfit.
favorites.
We do like the outfit
The
a lot.
Outfit's been our
Fans of the Outfit.
faves for a long time.
And it's similar because we've always enjoyed their music and like them as people, and that's another thing that if they came out with new stuff or I went to a show and they were kind of slipping, you just stop recommending it. But they've really gotten better over time, and so they continue to be at the top of the list.
I
They
feel
just
like
know what they're doing.
this month was kind of weird. It was, kind of a double-edged sword that we got asked to play a lot of Friends like release shows.
Yeah.
We had to turn down a lot of them because they were all around the same time. But it was
Maybe
exciting.
something like that.
We got asked to play Varlet's CD release show, and we got asked to play
Blue Rider.
and those are all bands we like. And Space and Time we couldn't do. We ended up doing Little Thunder's release show we really like, but we just had to turn down so many. But it was nice to know that we're part of this community of bands that we respect and like that we really want to play with. Unfortunately, you just can't. There's so many of them that you can't hit them all.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah,
It's a really good problem to have.
Yeah.
And, to be honest, if you were jerks, it wouldn't happen.
Right.
Yeah. So it's sort of,
Yeah, that stuff catches up with you.
Exactly.
Eventually, yeah.
We really rule with an iron fist, though. If you don't ask us to play your CD release show, there's going to be issues.
Oh yeah, you don't even want to know the
there's
people
not
that
even
get
going on that
nasty.
road. They're dead. It's going to end.
Hell to pay, right?
Exactly.
One other local band, Bud Bronson and the Good Timers.
Now, I've seen them listed a few times, but I have yet to catch them. Really good, huh?
Yeah.
And we're big fans of who we're playing with tonight. Commented on them from the original Fort Collins. And
Right.
every time we see them, they just, I don't know. Same deal. Like, they keep taking it a little bit further, and it's just
They're
enjoyable.
fun, but they're definitely challenging.
Yeah,
They're very intricate, good musicians.
impressive, talented, but you can tell they're working hard still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
A
energy.
lot of growth each time you
Yep.
see them. That's cool.
Yep.
It's great to see bands over time just, continue to grow
Yeah,
and
they're
evolve.
interested in themselves. They're like, there's no reason just to go through the motions. You can tell they're digging in, they're finding new influences, they're moving, and it's always great to watch.
Well, you mentioned one show, but any other upcoming shows that you guys want to plug?
Playing with Titus Andronicus at Larimer Lounge
Larimer Lounge, yes.
Yeah.
on the 18th.
Yep. Yep.
And that's a big fucking deal for this band.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those opportunities that maybe similar to Red Rocks, where you sit back and you're like, man, I'm having a very great time. I'm not gonna play it cool and be like, oh yeah, it was nice, thank you. It'll actually be a really awesome.
You'll be a little giddy, a little
It'll be
excited.
wild. Yeah.
It'll be sweaty and awesome.
Cool.
We're gonna go on a tour in November too. To the
In
Midwest.
November.
Yeah.
Cool.
Playing a day trotter session.
Oh, that'll be fun. Have you guys done that before?
No.
No, this will be the
That's
first.
another pretty big thing for us. I think we're pretty excited about.
That's big.
Yeah.
To see us in
definitely.
cartoon form would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's got to feel like some nice validation for all your hard work.
Yeah, it'll be definitely cool. It's one of those things to add to the list that, as much as people want the rock world to be distance from a lot of the real world and working in jobs and everything, people look at your history and what you've done resume-wise, the
Sure.
same thing. So sometimes those things, as much as you don't agree with it, can get you in the door to maybe listen with a certain ear than before. They're like, oh, Daytron, cool, I'll listen to you thinking this. And it's a bummer, but we're not idiots and realize that it'll be a blast. We're doing it just because it's awesome. But we also know that with it, it's nice.
Could be some new ears.
Could be some New Year's. Anytime there's, we tell a lot of people when we talk to them that we just say flat out, thanks for listening. Nothing, too detailed about, oh, how'd you like the set thing. Like, we just appreciate it. Anytime someone gives it a fair and honest listen, it's pretty big.
Well, guys, thanks a lot for taking time to meet with us. It's a pleasure to finally get you on the show. I've been trying to work my schedule and work it in with yours and get you on. And
Yeah, I think when you first started
know.
asking, you just had a mustache.
yeah, that was like
this
probably
morning.
yeah, exactly.
Oh man,
Yeah.
thank you for doing what you
Yeah.
do.
Absolutely,
This is
man.
awesome.
It's in my heart. I
This
love
is
it,
cool.
man.
As local bands listen to this,
Cool.
it's very
Good.
cool.
Absolutely.
But I know you guys got a big show tonight, and some people will be waiting, so I'll let you get on with your business.
Hey,
thanks a lot,
Thanks,
John.
man.
Thanks a lot.
Right
You're
on,
welcome.
dude.
beat up.